जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीर वनचारी। यमुना तीर वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की। श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, The Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 26, King Purajan goes to the forest to hunt, verse number 5. Asurim vrittim ashritya Goratma nir anugraha Nyahanan nishiter bane Vaneshu vanagocharan. Asurim vrittim ashritya Goratma nir anugraha Nyahanan nishiter bane Vaneshu vanagocharan. आसुरीं वृत्तिम् आश्रित्य घोरात्मा निर अनुग्रह न्यहनन् निशितैर्बाणे वनेषु वनगोचरान्. आसुरीं वृत्तिम् आश्रित्य मा निर अनुग्रह न्यहनन् निशितैर्बाणे वनेषु वनगोचरान्. आसुरीं वृत्तिमाश्रित्य घोरात्मा निरनुग्रह हनन्निशितैर्बाणे वनेषु वनगोचरान् आसुरीं वृत्तिम् आश्रित्य घोरात्मा निरनुग्रह न्यहनन्निशितैर्बाणे वनेषु वनगोचरान् आसुरीं demonic वृत्तिम occupation आश्रित्य taken shelter of घोर horrible आत्मा consciousness heart nira anugraha without mercy niyahanat killed nishite by sharp bane arrows vaneshu in the forest vanagocharan the forest animals. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Translation. At that time, King Puranjan was very much influenced by demonic propensities. Because of this, his heart became very hard and merciless, and with sharp arrows, he killed many innocent animals in the forest, taking no consideration. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. When a man becomes too proud of his material position, he tries to enjoy his senses in an unrestricted way, being influenced by the modes of passion and ignorance. He is thus described as asuric or demonic. When people are demonic in spirit, they are not merciful toward the poor animals. Consequently, they maintain various animal slaughterhouses. This is technically called shuna or himsa, which means the killing of living beings. In Kali Yuga, due to the increase of the modes of passion and ignorance, almost all men are asuric or demonic. Therefore, they are very much fond of eating flesh, and for this end, they maintain various kinds of animal slaughterhouses. In this age of Kali, the propensity for mercy is almost nil. Consequently, there is always fighting and wars between men and nations. Men do not understand that because they unrestrictedly kill so many animals, they also must be slaughtered like animals in big wars. This is very much evident in the Western countries. In the West, slaughterhouses are maintained without restriction, and therefore every fifth or 10th year there is a big war in which countless people are slaughtered even more cruelly than the animals. Sometimes during war, soldiers keep their enemies in concentration camps and kill them in very cruel ways. These are reactions brought about by unrestricted animal killing in the slaughterhouse and by hunters in the forest. Proud, demonic persons do not know the laws of nature or the laws of God. Consequently, they unrestrictedly kill poor animals, not caring for them at all. In the Krishna consciousness movement, animal killing is completely prohibited. One is not accepted as a bona fide student in this movement unless he promises to follow the four regulatory principles: no animal killing, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. This Krishna consciousness movement is the only means by which the sinful activities of men in this Kali Yuga can be counteracted. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjana चक्षु उन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 So we continue to read this section of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Puranjan, the king, who once goes to the forest for hunting. So there are two parallel themes from which we are learning lessons. One is the story, fictional story of Puranjan as a king, and one is the story represents the living entity, and each one of us is Puranjan, who is Puranjan again and again taking birth. So some part of the verses describe the details of the story, some part of the verses describe indirectly the situation of each one of us, and some part of verses do both. It's a very interesting section of Srimad Bhagavatam. So yesterday we discussed that because of lust, a male gets attracted to more than one female, and sometimes he leaves his chaste wife and goes to search for another partners, which is sinful. And that is described in the story as Puranjan leaving the queen aside and going to the forest for hunting. So this and few verses describe about his hunting process. The material nature is composed of three qualities: Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun, mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. When one is influenced by mode of goodness predominantly, he acts based on knowledge. When one is influenced by mode of passion predominantly, he acts based on desire. And one is influenced by mode of ignorance, he is fully ignorant. He acts just based on his mood. So Puranjan, when he's going for hunting, is highly influenced by passion and ignorance, which means desires and no knowledge. The desire to enjoy, that includes desire to eat meat, and the desire to hunt, it's kind of adventure and sports without any consideration of pain of poor animals. And the ignorance, wherein there is no sensitivity to understand that animals also feel pain. So because of influence of passion and ignorance, His heart became hard. Soft heart and hard heart. Hard heart means a person is not sensitive to others' pain, merciless. Somebody is hungry and I don't feel the hunger of another person, that's hard heart. Somebody is crying and I am still ruthless in my behavior and actions and decisions, that is hard heart. Soft heart means soft qualities. Soft qualities means tolerance, forgiveness, compassion, honesty, truthfulness, self control, cleanliness, peaceful, humility, wisdom, etc., austerity. Forget having these qualities. Nowadays, people don't even know the list of these qualities. Difficult. So, when we have soft qualities, qualities in mode of goodness, then our heart is soft. When we are influenced with lower modes and we have demonic propensities, especially no compassion for poor people, poor animals, weak people, then our heart is hard, hard. And if you want Krishna to steal our heart, we should know Krishna does not like hard objects. He likes soft objects. Krishna steals butter, not curd. The gopis have lots of hours in the morning to convert curd into butter. 3 4 hours. Why they make butter? So that Krishna steals. If Krishna steal curd, the gopis would save so much time. 3 4 hours in the morning, it would be saved. But he doesn't steal curd. He steal only butter. Why? Because the curd is hard and the butter comparatively is soft. And Krishna likes soft objects. Krishna's body is extremely soft like butter. Have you touched butter? What happens when you touch your finger on butter? Without putting any pressure or force, the finger will go inside butter. Same way, Krishna's body is so soft that if you touch Krishna's body, your finger will go inside his body. Sachidanand, soft body, extremely soft. If you touch these petals, especially rose petals and lotus petals, how soft they are? Very, very soft. If you get a handful of soft lotus petals and rose petals, go to Golok Vrindavan and do Abhishek of Krishna. How will you feel? Very ecstatic, very nice. Soft petals for Krishna. How will Krishna feel? He will feel as if big, big iron rods have been put in his body. He is so soft that these petals will hurt him. Such a soft Krishna, he stays in heart of a pure Vaishnava. How soft must be that pure heart? And if you offend such a pure heart, if you hurt such a heart of a Vaishnava, then how painful it is for Krishna. So Krishna is soft and he wants soft hearts to steal. Hari. Hari means one who takes away everything, including our heart, attracts us. So we should make our hard heart soft. Then Krishna will steal. He's waiting. When will we make it soft? So Krishna can steal. He can steal. Just like gopis, how do they make hard curd into soft butter? By churning early morning. Similarly, we make our hard heart soft by chanting early morning. When every day we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, minimum 16 rounds every day, then our heart gradually becomes soft with soft qualities. We get all the good qualities, and the heart is eligible and ready for Krishna to occupy, for Krishna to stay, for Krishna to play. We can attract Krishna by our chanting, by our devotional service, by humility, by tolerance. Amanina manadina, by giving respect and not expecting respect from others. But those who are very much influenced by passion and ignorance, they have tough time. Their heart becomes hard. They don't realize it. For example, if you are staying somewhere where there is bad smell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 6 days, 1 week, 10 weeks, after that, you get used to that bad smell. You don't realize it. And if you go to a new location where there is no bad smell, you will not get sleep at night because you are used to it now. So, in the influence of passion and ignorance, we are used to a particular habit, a particular behavior, and we think that is all right. I am still a gentleman. But we are not aware that we are hurting others. Like sometimes in a crowded train, you may have a backpack on your shoulder and you may move little bit left or right, and your backpack may hit somebody. And you are not aware because it is behind your back. So we don't want to hurt somebody, but we are not even aware that our actions, our words, our behavior, our body language are hurting somebody. That is the influence of passion and ignorance. When we are in mode of goodness, we become sensitive. We become sensitive to others' heart and we stop hurting others. So Puranjan, he is so much influenced with passion and ignorance, he became Asurik Vritti. He became demonic, hard-hearted, merciless, and with very sharp arrows, he started killing poor, innocent animals. That is violence. Killing animals, eating meat, this is sinful activity. The Prabhupada writes 6 people are implicated in meat eating industry. One who gives permission, that is government. One who kills, one who helps, one who sells, one who cooks, and one who eats. All 6 are implicated in sinful reaction. So these slaughterhouses, this meat eating industry, we should refrain from doing any active contribution. Sometimes even devotees have to work in such industries. As now they are started to practice bhakti, they should seek an alternative source of income, that they don't have to work as contributor to the slaughterhouses directly. There can be neutral job, but a job where directly our effort is going into slaughterhouse can be avoided because it implicates. So nowadays civilization is so much dependent on meat, but they don't realize the laws of nature. When we kill animals, when we eat meat, we gradually not only perform sinful activity, violence, but gradually we become hard-hearted. We lose the capacity of being merciful, being compassionate, being kind, and we end up killing humans in the name of wars. And it seems to be correct. Soldiers going on war between the borders of two countries and going into inside another country and killing, as we are seeing in the news nowadays, they seem to be correct doing it. It may be Russia and Ukraine, or it may be other wars. Why these wars are happening? Because man is rampant killing animals, so they are forced by nature to kill each other. The reaction is coming. The president of Russia and the president of Ukraine, if they come today and sit in one room together, they will not even slap each other. They will have a handshake and they will talk about political treaty, maybe a coffee. But their followers are bombing each other, thinking this is right to do. Their soldiers are bombing each other and the civilians, thinking this is right to do. Why they are not thinking this is wrong? Because the capacity to be merciful, the capacity to discriminate between right and wrong, the capacity to be kind, the capacity to feel another's pain is highly reduced due to meat eating. When my food is dependent on giving pain and killing another animal, that food will damage my consciousness. That food will lower my sensitivity. When animals are killed, wars are bound to happen. Nobody can stop these wars. If you stop a war, the only thing you are doing is delaying it. It is bound to happen till the slaughterhouses exist. That too, so much mechanized and organized slaughterhouses in so many countries. There definitely humans will be slaughtered. That is laws of nature. That cannot be avoided. And it is hypocrisy. So-called non-violence in the society is hypocrisy. If you go morning to a park where a person is taking walk with a dog and you take a small stone and hit the dog, what will be the owner doing or saying? Huh? Angry. Say, why are you hitting a poor dog? Right? And after half an hour, he will have meat on his breakfast. And he will not think the animal which he is eating in breakfast is also poor, has been killed for his tongue and belly. So, what is the meaning of loving dog but not loving other animals? That is height of hypocrisy. The dog you don't hit stone, but animal you can cut for eating. That is height of hypocrisy. No compassion, no mercy. So this all get involved in sinful reactions. The only solution is Krishna consciousness. To receive forgiveness for our past meat eating or past contribution to meat eating industry, one should practice Krishna consciousness. And to transform our heart so that we stop doing it, one should practice Krishna consciousness. The classic example is Mrigari. Mrigari is a hunter, so violent that he would kill animals half, half dead, and break their legs so they don't run. And for next 6, 7 hours, when they cry in pain and tremble and scream, he would enjoy. He would enjoy the pain of other animals. He was a sadistic person. He was having an entertainment over others' pain. And he came in contact with Narad Muni. who explained to him that what you are doing is sinful. Whichever animal you are killing, you will be punished in hellish planet, and in next life the animal will kill you. Mrigari realized, I have killed thousands of animals, so thousands of next births I will be hunted. So he got panicked and he told Narad Muni, please save me from this hellish situation. And Narad Muni told him to stop killing, break his bow and arrow, and assured him of food. And Mrigari broke his bow and arrow, and Narad Muni told him, whatever you have earned up till now is all sinful. You should not consume for yourself. Give it in charity to sadhus and brahmanas and Krishna. And you in one dhoti, your wife in one sari, go to forest, welcome Tulsi Maharani, make a small hut and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And he did that. And after 1 year, when Narad Muni came with Parvat Muni to meet Mrigari, Mrigari was super excited to see his Guru Maharaj. He rushed. And as etiquette, he is supposed to pay obeisances. But he did not pay immediately. Why? Because he saw ants on the ground and he understood, if I pay obeisances, by the weight of my body, the ants will be hurt. So with his upper cloth, he removed all the ants from the surface and then paid obeisances. That violent Mrigari, who would be happy giving pain to the animals, became such a non-violent person. He didn't wanted to give pain even to an ant. In 1 year, this transformation took place because in association of pure devotee, he chanted Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So any person who adds chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in their life, if they will transform their heart, all bad qualities will go away and good qualities will come. And there's the example of Prasdhar. Manu Maharaj had a son Prasdhar. And one day Manu Maharaj was sitting with his Guru Vasisht Muni. And after discussing, he called his prince, Prasdhar, young boy. And he said, Prasdhar, I have discussed with your spiritual master, our spiritual master. We have some service for you. He said, yes, my dear father, what is my service? He said, every night, sometimes the lion comes and kills the cows in the Goshala. So you please every night protect the cows. And he said, okay. And whole night he would stand with an iron sword in his hand, awake to protect the thousands of cows in the Goshala. It is not easy to awake at night for a Rajkumar, for a prince, that too with a very heavy sword. And sometimes it is raining, sometimes it is cold and hot, but he would stand whole night. So one day the father said, Prasdhar, now you are grown up, we will arrange your marriage with a beautiful princess of the neighboring kingdom. And Prasdhar said, I will not marry. Father said, why? He said, if I marry, my service to Gomata will stop. I will be brahmachari. So he took brahmacharya, which is also tapasya, just to serve cows. So important it is to serve cows. So one day during monsoon rainy season, there were so many clouds, the moon and stars were not visible, and everywhere was dark. And Prasdhar was standing with the naked sword, and suddenly there was some noise from the cows. He went inside, but he couldn't see anything. And for one moment there was lightning in the sky and everything was clear. He saw a very big tiger about to jump on a small cow. And then the lightning stopped. Again it was dark. Prasdhar understood he has to do something immediately. Otherwise the tiger will eat the cow, kill the cow. So he used his sword and cut. And everything was silent. And he continued his night duty. Morning when the sunrise happened, he went inside the Goshala to see if everything is fine. And what did he see? Yesterday, by mistake, he cut the cow. and the tiger's ear got cut. And because the ear got cut, the tiger ran away. The ear was there with the blood. But by mistake, he killed a cow. And Prasdar was very, very sad and crying. He threw the sword and he thought, now I will have to get punishment in hellish planet because the law says that if somebody kills a cow, he will be punished in hellish planet for as many years as there are hairs on the body of the cow. So he thought, I did night duty, I was awake at night with such a heavy sword in rain, in winter, in cold, in summer. I didn't even marry and took a brahmacharya just to serve cows, and I killed a cow. Such a gross sinful activity. Consider cow killing is a very goathe, is a very big sinful activity. He was very depressed. He went to Vasisht Muni, his spiritual master, made obeisances and told the whole story that how by mistake he killed a cow. Vasisht Muni got very angry and he said, you rascal, and cursed him. Next life you will be born in a very poor community, Shudra community, and you will suffer. So Prasdar got more upset. First of all, by mistake he killed a cow. He was sad and he was aware he will go to hellish planet and suffer. And even after that, the curse of Guru Maharaj, he was very, very sad. He didn't go to the palace, he went to the forest. And there he lived alone as a deaf and dumb person, interacting with nobody. And whole day he will do bhakti by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One day there was fire in the forest and Prasdar's body got burnt. He died. What happened to the soul? Two options. Did the soul first go to hellish planet, to Yamaraj, to suffer for the killing of the cow for many years? Or second option, he was born as a Shudra in a very difficult condition, in distressed life by the curse of Vasisht Muni, his Gurudev. Both didn't happen. He went to Vaikunta because he chanted the holy name of Krishna. So today, whether we have committed a sinful activity or not, intentional or unintentional, we can purify ourselves of the sinful reaction. We can transform ourselves to stop committing sinful activity. Both happens by chanting Hare Krishna Maha. At the same time, one should voluntarily stop sinful activity, including meat eating. That's why a person can become disciple, take initiation in ISKCON only if he promises to follow four regulative principles and chant minimum 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which he should have done for last 1 year also before initiation, minimum. There's no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. There's no compromise on this in ISKCON. That is, these four regulative principles, no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex, do not make us devotee. They make us human first. At least we become human, otherwise it's animal life. By eating meat, we destroy the very capacity to be merciful. We don't have sensitivity to others' pain. Para dukha dukhi. A gentleman is one who understands others' pain and he feels the other's pain. But if we don't even understand others' pain, then we are stone hearted, hard hearted. So, this what we eat is very important. And it's not that we just eat fruits and roots and rice and vegetables. We eat prasadam. We honor prasadam, not eat, honor prasadam. That means even other items, vegetables and grains and fruits and milk, first we offer to Radha Giridhari, Lord Sri Krishna, and then have. So we get transcendence, we get transcendental qualities. So it is very, very essential for practicing devotees to avoid anything which is unoffered. First offer, and then honor. And that way, we are consuming prasad that is pure, and our heart and consciousness is pure. Otherwise, the way this material world is going, where there is rampant eating of meat and flesh and other abominable things, people are becoming animals. For small, small reasons, quarrels are happening and they are leading to fights and this is leading to violence and they are leading to wars and countries are going on wars. Every country with its neighbor doesn't has a good relationship and they are spending so much dollars just in weapons and research in weapons and army. Even when there is no war in peaceful situation, so much money goes only in these purposes. And that money can be utilized for the welfare of the public. And the weapons which are made few years before, the ammunition which are made few years before, they have expiry date. So today they have to be thrown. And a new batch has to be made today to replace because who knows when war will happen. So every day ammunition has to be thrown which is expired and new has to be refilled. And what kind of civilization is this? So much money is going just in throwing weapons and ammunition because it has to be refilled. Every time you have to be ready, war can start at any time. That is all because of meat eating. Demonic, this is called demonic. So when we uh, preach, we have to make people understand. When you see some animals, they stay together, some don't stay together. For example, have you seen cows? Yeah, many cows can stay together. Elephants, yes, many elephants can stay together. Goats, yes, many goats can stay together. Deer, yes. Rabbit, yes. But there are some animals like lions, they can't stay together. If they come in contact, they will fight. Dogs, they can't stay together. If a group of dogs comes together, they will fight. Why there is difference? The difference is between herbivorous and non-vegetarian animals. Those animals which eat plants, herbivorous, they don't eat flesh, they can stay together. They don't fight. Those animals which eat non-vegetarian, flesh, meat, they can't stay together. They keep fighting. So when somebody eats meat, they cannot have joint families. They'll keep fighting. So when human society consumes predominantly meat, eventually they will fight among themselves. And that's why Prabhupada says wars are inevitable. But when prasadam is being distributed, there will be better situation in the world. So ISKCON mainly is three things: distribution of Harinam, going on the streets and doing chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, distribution of Prabhupada books, and distribution of prasadam. And people appreciate all the three. Prasadam, everybody appreciate. Nice singing, dancing, everybody appreciate. And nice literature, people appreciate. So when we involve the community, then the community becomes peaceful. The society becomes peaceful. So Krishna consciousness movement, ISKCON, is the only solution for all the modern problems of threats of war and fights. So as ISKCON members and representatives, we have a very big responsibility to practice Krishna consciousness and preach Krishna consciousness, to go to various people in the society and tell them, please add Krishna in your life by reading a book, by chanting Hare Krishna, by coming to temple, by giving a donation, by honoring prasadam or whatever devotional service. That's the purpose of ISKCON, to preach Krishna consciousness. Okay, we end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Yeah, are there any questions or comments? Yes, Hare Krishna. Well, Prabhupada was asked this question. So Prabhupada said it will be good to have our own milk, our own farms where cows are protected. If not, then Prabhupada said we have to adjust with what is available to be offered to Krishna, and all the impurities are removed, and we take because milk is essential for growing individuals and is essential for service to Krishna. So first preference is to have our own protected cows or a source of protected cows. Second preference is anyway we still take, we offer to Krishna. And yeah, no, the process is same, the holy name is same, powerful, but when we do offenses, it takes time, and uh, we have to dedicate ourselves completely. Half-hearted, halfway we do, and then the modes are still active on us. For example, if there's a dry grass and it comes in contact with fire, it will immediately catch fire. If there's wet grass and it comes in contact with fire, it will not immediately catch fire. But that doesn't mean the time is wasted. The fire is making the wet grass dry, and the time the wet grass completely becomes dry, it will catch fire. So when we are dry, we catch fire in Krishna Prem. But if you are wet with passion and ignorance, then Harinam will first make us dry. And once we are dry, then we'll catch fire. And the interesting thing is, morning we chant to become dry, and evening we again fall into bad association. And again we become wet in passion and ignorance. Next day morning, again we chant, Krishna says, Arey, yesterday I made him dry, again he is wet. And this goes on for years. So offensive chanting uh, will continue for years together. Inoffensive chanting makes us dry faster. So very carefully we chant attentively, avoiding the 10 offenses. And some changes have occurred when devotees, if you ask or see yourself, some changes have occurred. So more changes will happen. The influence of passion and ignorance will reduce when we are in pure mode of goodness. That's success. So the chanting will work. We will continue doing it. We continue doing it, and we avoid the offenses. Yes. 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 The lower modes have, and in the daytime we have to avoid the interaction with lower modes, being influenced by the lower modes. Then we are again becoming wet. Okay. Yeah. In which society? Because it's yeah, it's not just non-vegetarian. They may have the tendency to fight even if they don't eat meat, because the basic quality of envy, anger is still there. Meat increases it. But if you don't eat meat, that doesn't mean you can't fight. It will be less uh, as per percentage, but still it will be there. The goal is not to become vegetarian. Goat is vegetarian. What is the big deal of that? Goal is to become Krishna conscious. Yeah, as I told, four-legged principle is not going to make you devotee. It's going to just make you human, and at least be human. But to make devotee, we have to serve Krishna, chant Hare Krishna. It's a combination. Yes.
So online, we have a question
Yeah.
from Julian Gillespie. In which mood should we chant Hare Krishna while asking?
In which mode?
In which mood?
Mood that I am servant of Krishna. When we chant Hare Krishna, I am servant of Krishna. I am servant of holy name. I am servant of my spiritual master. I am servant of Prabhupada. I am servant of devotees. We should be servant mood. But at the time of chanting, uh, we don't have to additionally think of some mood or servant. We just have to listen. We just have to attentively chant and hear Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That is service to the holy name through ears. Servant of holy name means servant of sound, and sound is served by ears. So I should hear when I chant. That's most important. Okay? Yeah.
Um, what is the proof that animal killing is meant to animals? Because wars have always existed, even between the demigods and the demons. There's always been wars. What is the proof that animal slaughter is linked to wars, and then how kind of animal slaughter is supposed to stop?
Well, there are two types. Okay. So okay. So the question is that what is the proof that animal slaughter leads to wars? Because there have been wars between demigods and demons and other wars as well. And how do we know that if we stop animal slaughter, wars will stop? Well, wars are having their own purpose in the society. So there are dharmic wars, war done to establish dharma, like Ramayana and Mahabharata war. And there are wars because of politics and economy and other activities. And wars is a response of nature to population of one species which is misusing their opportunity and strength and killing other species. So nature has to respond. So those types of wars, which is nature's response due to our animal killing, that will stop. Nature will not stop. Nature will stop responding to our hard-heartedness that we are killing animals. But the other walls of dharma, that will continue. And the wars because of politics and economy, that also will reduce because people will come into mode of goodness. So we are not saying that this is the only reason wars happen. This is the only reason with adharmic wars happen. Wars are necessary in the society. Sometimes wars are necessary to decrease the population of one species so that there is no dominance and the society can coexist. When I say society, it includes humans and non-humans. So if humans have to coexist with non-humans, there should not be domination of one population. Otherwise, it will be difficult. So wars are essential in the society for this purpose. But unnecessary wars and fights will stop because the mercy component will increase. That's what this purport explains.
We went between the natural wars and also
Any
that link,
link?
the proof for the animals for the
Proof
nature.
means proof means there is no study done like that. There was somebody who had put a paper saying that when cows are killed, then they produce pain waves, and the pain waves go into the earth, and that's how uh, earthquakes happen or something like that. So there can be such a study, but I don't think science has or any devotee scientists have come to the platform where they have put this study in public domain, anything like that. It is from this purport, and this is not just Prabhupada. Many scholars also say that. And logically, if you see when a child is playing with a cockroach, and enjoying the pain in the game, that child will enjoy the pain by playing with another human when they grow up. The tendency will continue, right? The object will change, the subject will change. In the same way, when people are killing animals, the tendency continues of killing humans, and instead of repairing, killing, like that. The tendency continues. That's the logic behind it. Plus, mercy component is reduced.